Hi Cancer, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for June 2016. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This video is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Ascendant, and Cancer Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because there will definitely be some months that they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. I've gotten a few emails and comments from people saying that they have found some of these readings to resonate when they checked into their North Node on their natal chart. So if you have a birth chart done, and you know what your North Node is, you could also watch the video pertaining to that. But that's new on me, so I'm just passing that along to you. If you would like to get the mid-year 5-card Psychic Tarot reading, just like what I'm doing here, but with the Aquarian Tarot deck on Vimeo, because it is my 2-year anniversary here on YouTube, and it's also the middle of the year of 2016. So if you'd like to see what's going to come up in that, so you would get just like I did in January in the January's readings, just click on the link below under this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to the Vimeo video on demand page for the mid-year Psychic Tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac for the remainder of 2016 for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu and go to page 6, and it will be at the top of page 6. You'll see your signs listed there under the mid-year Psychic Tarot reading for 2016. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that Vimeo video. I want to thank you so much for all of your kind comments and about the videos on Vimeo and the YouTube videos. I do appreciate that. Thank you. All that being said, now on to your reading for June 2016, Cancer. The first card you have that shows up here is the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 5 of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes two people that are in a state of sadness and depression. This could be financial bankruptcy. It could be emotional bankruptcy. It's two people that are depressed. They may not be feeling well. This card usually comes up when it's about two people, not about just one person. Some of you, I feel, are having health problems. I'm picking up diverticulitis. I'm also hearing thyroid problems as well. So some of you Cancers may have been experiencing that, or are finding yourselves experiencing it in June. I do feel that I'm hearing money. It's crunch time. You're worrying about the numbers. That's what the guides are saying. I feel you may have made some mistakes in financial regards, or there have been some oversights financially speaking for some of you Cancers. You may not have done it yourself. If you hired an accountant to do your taxes, or a bookkeeper, or if you hire somebody to do this personally for you for your own personal finances, or your business finances if you have a business, they may have made some mistake or oversight. I don't know. I get there could be that. Doesn't mean it's a big deal, but you may have to contend with straightening something out. But I do hear crunch time, and it has to do with the numbers. I do feel that you get some rewards and some financial gain that comes to some of you Cancers, but it comes through the price of some other situation, like a settlement from a divorce or a settlement from a lawsuit or somebody passing away, and then you get money through an inheritance. So it's like I do see some of you getting money, but I don't feel the circumstances that which you get the money are like the most joyous, happy reasons. But it does seem that money does come to you, but it's in a weird, not a happy, not like winning the lottery sense of the way it could happen. Picking up a lot of health issues around cancers. I'm hearing hearing loss. I'm also hearing dealing with somebody that has bipolar issues. It doesn't necessarily mean it's you. Maybe you're finding out that you have it or have tendencies of it, but it feels more to me like you're dealing with someone that you're close to that has it. Also comes up here. So I got a whole swoosh of like health things around you cancers through this card. Be careful about the things that you do with your finances and take time and care when preparing taxes. I know in the United States, taxes have already been filed unless you filed for an extension. So, but in the future and what's ongoing with you, they're talking about you being careful of your finances and where it's going, where it's being spent. Like pay attention to it, focus on it, look at it. The next card you have that shows up here today, Cancer, is the Empress. And the Empress is a card to me that symbolizes a maternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, that's watching you and protecting you, guiding you. But, and that would be like a mother, a stepmother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, somebody that was like a mother to you. But this card really also mainly symbolizes birth of a child, birth of a new project, birth of a business or enterprise. I feel there's a lot of learning going on around you and some of you taking a step up in some way. I do feel that you have just come to the conclusion that you have a good head on your shoulders and that you're coming to developing some kind of business project or proposition. Traveling is incorporated in some of this for some of you, where you will be traveling from one country to another. That's not going to be the case for all of you Cancers. If you find these messages so far are not making sense to you, then I would seriously suggest to watch your rising sign or your moon sign, because your messages may be coming to you there this month instead of through your sun sign. I do feel that you're gathering your forces and your energies and entering some kind of contest and winning. Now, for some of you, this contest is because of something you've written or created, either art, sculpture, painting, the written word, music, screenplay, whatever. Even a contest if you make quilts or you do tattoos, or any kind of thing you could enter a contest in. I do feel if you enter, Cancer, and really put your best foot forward, and if you have things to show for it also, like other things, like many things to be viewed, I do feel that you're going to win. It comes up here through the Empress card. I feel that you're having a little bit of trouble, some of you, getting over and I'm hearing the empty nest. I feel someone has left that has made you feel like you have an empty nest. So maybe you have a son or a daughter that went off to school. Maybe you have a son, to college. Maybe you have a child that had left, was living with you and now they're married and now they're not around anymore. It could be so many different scenarios that could come up here, but it is coming up here through this card for some of you Cancers. I feel a lot of the trials and tribulations around you right now feel a little bumpy and rocky in the medical area or health area for you. It doesn't mean you're going to pass away or that something horrible. It's just I don't feel like something horrible is going to happen to you, but I see like a bumpy road. So if you're somebody that has some kind of health issues, as you know, many of us all have something, whatever the area is, you may have a bumpy ride of it right now, where that might be causing you to jump up and, you know, create some uncomfortability for you. So the next card you have could be you, Cancer. You have the Queen of Cups crowning your reading, which is either a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Or they could have the personality traits of the Queen of Cups. And it could also be a male, because this is a general reading. I feel like you have some worries right now. Worries, a little bit of fear, some anxiety maybe. I'm getting some of these swirly feelings around you. I do pick up some of you are really strongly tuning in and listening to your guides, your own spirit guides. I feel you're starting to pick up a connection now that maybe you didn't really notice before, or maybe you didn't feel it was as strong before. But I feel like some of you, that's picking up for you right now. I do feel for some of you Cancers, a new relationship is in the offing, but I feel like some of you are trying to keep your head down and focused on work or other things and not really focus on that or think about it. And in some cases, I feel some of you sense somebody's coming in, or you've psychically been told somebody's going to come in, and so you don't want to get too overboard or hepped up or excited about it, so you're trying to focus on other things, but even you can sense it's coming. So that's also coming up here through this Queen of Cups. If you're a Cancer that's battled addictions or battling them, it feels like if you have battled them, that they're done and over with, like you've conquered it. If it's not you, it could be a daughter or a son to you, if it's not you yourself, or so, even a sibling, somebody you're very close to, but it really comes up here as either being you or a child to you. In some regards, either you or the person that you're connected to or is close to that had these issues may have felt like you were trying to poison yourself, or they felt like they were trying to do that through alcohol, maybe taking drugs and alcohol together. It could have been heroin. I don't know what. It could have been a variety of things, but they're the things I pick up the strongest, the ones I named. And you may, whoever these are, these people they're bringing up here, they felt lost or hopeless and kind of were, whether they were consciously trying to do it or subconsciously trying to do that, like looking for a way out, or like not being able to deal with stuff and falling into that area. I feel it's done and over with. Now, again, it may not be you, Cancer. This could be somebody connected to you, but it is coming around you rather, it's around you rather strongly in this card. So the next card you have that shows up here is the Knight of Rods. Now, the Knight of Rods is a fire sign male. This is either a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, or somebody with the personality traits of the Knight of Rods. And it can be a female, because women can also show up as knights. Or it's somebody, you know, that has the personality traits of this knight. There's a lot of back and forth communication here between you and this person. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I do feel that there is some element in time where it drops off and you don't communicate with them. At least, I don't know how long that's going to last. I can just pick up back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then it drops off. This person's going to communicate with you again. I feel that they're wishing there was something that they could undo that they did. And I feel like it was directed at you. They either broke up with you, or they said mean things and hurtful words to you. Whatever was said or done, this Knight of Rods is regretting it. I do feel that. It doesn't have to be love. For those of you that are like, I don't know what she's talking about. I'm married. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not dating anybody that could happen to, or whatever. It could be a son or a daughter to you, or somebody you've just been friends with or had a connection to. It doesn't always have to be love, but it does come up first for some of you that this is somebody you had a romantic relationship. That's what comes up first. I feel work took a toll on this Knight of Rods, and I feel that this Knight is trying to schedule him or herself differently, because I feel like there was too much working going on, or it was a horrible scheduling system that they were on, or both. I feel in some cases, this is a weird prediction here, that this Knight of Rods may end up giving you a blank check. When do you ever hear that, Cancer? That you could write your own amount in on. But I don't know if that's metaphorically speaking or if it's literally. He is going to give you a blank check and say, fill it out and make it out for whatever you want and need. But if it's not a blank check, literally a blank check for you to fill out and write whatever amount in you want, it's like he's giving you a blank check to say, or she, however you want this to roll forward now, I'm willing to give in and go with whatever you say. It can also mean that. I feel it in like two senses there. I feel whoever this Knight of Rods is to you, that you're skeptical about them, that they may take off or jump ship or flee or do whatever they did again. Whatever they did to you before, that was of a negative nature that you perceived, you're afraid they're going to do it to you again. That's what I feel. I do feel that you tend to love to give people second chances. Now, many of you may say, I don't do that, or many of you people that know Cancer people might say, they don't do that. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing, that Cancer people love to give people second chances. So that can be disputed amongst you all. What did that used to say on Saturday Night Live? Talk amongst yourselves on that one. I don't know. So here, the last card you have in your reading, Cancer, is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is a work-related card to me. This would be expanding your skills and skill set, expanding your craft, maybe job expansion. Could be if you own your own business, you could be expanding, making your business grow. It could be anything like that. Time to rise and shine, they say. Time to go to bed because you're going to have to be getting up early. So maybe some of you are starting a new job, or your job schedule is changing and you're going to be going in or getting up a lot earlier than what you're used to. Because I feel like I'm looking at, it's still dark outside when you're getting up and you're yawning. So you may not be used to that. You're going to get together with friends or family. And I see travel arrangements being made. I'm picking up a gathering. I'm picking up travel connected to it. You're not the first sign that got that. There's another sign that got almost the exact same message. So you must be part of the family that's getting together and meeting up together. That's how it feels to me. I believe it's the same scenarios because I'm getting it exactly the same way. Somebody from the past comes back and releases some funds to you, gives you some money for something that they want you to do or create for them. Now, for some of you, they may be just giving you the money. But first, what comes up to me more strongly is that they're going to give you money for something they want you to do for them. It could be, you could be painting a mural on their wall. You could be creating a magnificent garden in their yard. You could be painting their house for them. You could be helping them get rid of things from a barn or shed and throw things away and take things to a dump, and you're going to get paid for that. Whatever it would be that would make sense to you. I feel it's almost like a little bit older person than you. They may be related to you. They could be a great aunt, a great uncle, a grandparent. If they're not related to you, you've known them a long time, and I do feel somehow they're older than you. It's going to vary how. this could even be through settling, like doing paperwork for them, like filing papers or shredding things up and taking care of bills, like putting things in order for them. You could also be doing that kind of work, kind of like office clerical work, but for an individual. Like that also comes up here too through this card. So I do feel that some of you are going to be making some money through this kind of side job, sideline kind of situation endeavor. I feel if you're a Cancer that has any licensing that needs to get renewed or reviewed, it's going to get reviewed and like stamped to move forward. So this could be like a license, a real estate license. It could be an immigration card. It could be a green card. It could be a passport. It could be, but it's like licensing, like something official seems to be. Maybe you lost your license due to a DUI, and now your license is getting back reinstated, so it's happening all over again. It could be any kind of thing that to me would be like a certificate, a license, something you'd wear on a lariat to say, here's my license, or hang on your visor of your car to say, here's the license I have to do this or that. That's what comes up here also through this card. So I hope this reading was of help to you, Cancers, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. Please be sure to subscribe. That way you will get notified when I post my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates. I'd also like to say here, if you would like to get a mid-month Psychic Tarot reading 5-card tarot spread, just like I did here, but I used the Aquarian Tarot deck, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for mid-year Psychic Tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu, going to page 6 and going to the top of the page. It's right at the top. You will see the mid-year Psychic Tarot reading for this year of 2016 for each sign. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I want to thank you so very, very much. This is my 2-year anniversary here on YouTube, and I appreciate all of your kind comments, your kind emails, all the readings that you've booked with me, and also the many videos you've purchased from me and your kind emails and comments about those as well. I appreciate all of it. I want to thank you so much, and I wish you an amazing month of June, Cancer, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.